Y'all, when they announced that there was going to be a mandatory lockdown of a lot of cities and people weren't going to be able to leave their houses, I just knew that there was going to be some tomfoolery going around the interwebs. And of course, Twitter is just a cesspool for any kind of drama that you want. People like to start drama. People like to bring up old drama. People like to lie. People like to just cause and do the most over on Twitter. But James Charles is actually in a little bit of drama because of one of the RuPaul's Drag Race contestants. Actually, she's the All-Stars 4 second winner, one of the winners, however you want to say that. And I'm talking about Trinity the Tuck. If you don't know who Trinity the Tuck is, then I recommend looking her up. She's actually a very, very talented queen. She's a big asshole, but she's a very talented queen, and she was one of the winners of All-Stars Season 4, which, can we talk about that real quick? Because I totally feel like RuPaul and VH1 just chose two winners because they were getting a lot of backlash online, and I do think that Trinity should have been the sole winner. I will say that before I go any further. She should have been the sole winner, but I'm happy for both of them. Whatever. Well, if you don't know what's going on with the drag scene, the drag race world, any drag queens out here, because many of them are out of work right now because a lot of businesses have closed down. Bars are not open. They're not allowed to be open. So obviously performers are not performing and they are not making money. So now on the internet, over on Instagram, I've seen a lot of this. I know that there are some websites that are doing this. They're having online drag shows. And I have watched a few of them and I'm into it. I love it. Good for the girls. I have donated. I have sent money to tip them and all that kind of stuff. But Trinity the Tuck had a show that was last night. Last night she was having a show, and I just have a feeling that maybe sales weren't good. Maybe people weren't wanting to watch Trinity the Tuck in her garage, spinning around, doing whatever she does over there. Because she started some drama with James Charles just out of the blue over on Twitter, and everybody was like, where is this even coming from? Like, what is going on? What is the underlying issue? Because James Charles tweeted out the following. Tested positive for having a fat ass. James, girl. Why would you tweet something out like that? Anyone can have a fat ass if you have a BBL, girl. Anybody can get some silicone and stuff pumped into their ass, just like Trinity the Tuck did. So I don't know what she is so upset about. I don't know how she is gonna come on here and try to critique people's bodies when, girl, you shit glue. So I don't know exactly where you thought you were coming with that one, but she responded to James Charles and said the following. Fat ass? Girl, who diagnosed you? Helen Keller? Now when I saw that, I just knew that people were going to be upset because, you know, you can't make fun of Helen Keller. That's kind of mean. Like, you don't make fun of Helen Keller. But James Charles responded to her and said the following. Damn, she must have mistook the lumpy silicone in your face as Braille instead of reading my actual test results. My mistake. Speaking of mistakes, how's your crown? And bitch, when I saw that, I said, oh, James, girl, that was a read. He read the out of that bitch, and I have to say I am on Team James in this one because that was funny as I sat there for a good 5 minutes laughing about that because he got her together real quick. And then Trinity went on to tweet something about James is following her and James is a trash human being, all this kind of stuff. And people are just like, girl, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you so upset with James Charles out of nowhere? Could it be that sales were not that good for your little show that you were doing online? I don't know. Just a theory. It came out of nowhere. That's all I'm saying. But Jake Yonsei, if you're not familiar with who Jake Yonsei is, he is the main, I'm going to say the main, because the only one I watch for the RuPaul's Drag Race drama that goes on. He has done many videos on Sherry Pie. We're going to talk about that in a minute because I have some things to say. But he just covers all the Drag Race drama. He is very well known and his channel is exploding right now. So congratulations to Jake Yonsei. And he was kind enough to send me the screenshots of a statement that he got from Trinity. He also got a statement from James Charles. I'm going to link his video down below so you guys can check it out. Tell him I sent you. But James said the following. Trinity replied to my tweet out of nowhere, and I assumed that it was a playful read, so I read her back using jokes that she makes herself all the time. Apparently it struck a chord. I'm not sure why. I really liked and respected her a lot, so I have nothing negative to say. I hope she finds something more productive to do during this world epidemic than be mean to others on Twitter. Sorry, girl, I can't read, girl. And when Jake asked Trinity for a statement, she said the following. Girl, I've been advised by my management to just leave it be, so maybe a video isn't a good idea. I will say this. Sometimes when people have repeatedly used their platform to be gross or just plain annoying, you get to the point where you have to call them out. I made a joke that was lighthearted. He replied with something even more pointed, and it just made me decide to slap back. I'm tired of the excuse he's only 20. No, bitch. He's a grown-ass multi-millionaire. People need to stop acting like he's a child. Okay. Girl. You started drama online, Trinity, and then you expect people not to clap back at you or drama channels or any channel for that matter to cover this. You're telling them maybe it's not a good idea to do a video. It's a great idea to do a video because you got yourself into that mess. So you can't expect people not to want to talk about it. You're a public figure first and foremost. But something I do agree with Trinity on is that she said she's tired of hearing the excuse that he's only 20 years old, he's young, all this kind of stuff. I agree. I've been saying that for years. Just because you are young does not give you the right to be an asshole. Does everybody make mistakes? You're gonna make mistakes your whole entire life. But stop hiding behind your age. You're not a kid anymore. You are now 20. You might have been able to get away with that when you were 18, when you were 19, but girl, we all know that when you're shoved into the spotlight, you start making millions of dollars, you seem to grow up a little fast. Maybe James didn't. But I still am on Team James Charles on this one, I'm just gonna say, because girl, that was a read. Speaking of James Charles, when is his little show gonna be coming out? You know, the makeup show that he did? Because this is the perfect time, James. I'm telling you, you need to release this show now. Everybody is at home, everybody is isolating, everybody is quarantining. Girl, the views are gonna be through the roof. So I don't know exactly what the holdup is on this show, but I just, for one, cannot wait to watch it. And now that we talked about that, let's talk about Jeffree Star. Because many people have asked me to talk about the whole, oh my God, Jeffree changed the title of his video from surprising my boyfriend with his dream car to pretending to surprise my ex-boyfriend with his dream car or something along those lines. And we all saw the video where Jeffree Star sat on the hood of the Aston Martin, which he took back. He took back, painted it, and has been putting it all over social media. I don't know if that's to bother Nate. There's a good chance. Everyone's a little petty in a breakup, that's all I'm saying. But when Jeffree was sitting on the hood of the car, Maddie said something along the lines of, it's sad that you do so much for people and what they do in return. And Jeffree turned around and said, yeah, it's downright scary sometimes.
Oh girl, watch out everyone. About to sip some tea. But yes, this is my Aston Martin Vantage. It used to be alien green, and now it is this beautiful dark fuchsia. And I know that a lot of people are talking about this car, so come a little closer, let's talk. Alright, so a lot of people saw me change a title to an old video I filmed last year where I surprised my boyfriend with his dream car. I did change the title, I wrote a little description, and then I ended up changing it again. And I'm sure you guys are not surprised, but this car was always my car. I paid for it, it was in my name for months, and then we filmed that video. I always have dreamed about having an Aston Martin. I used to watch 007 movies as a kid. I was like, James Bond, oh my God, in the silver Aston. So I always wanted one, I got one, and we had a moment where we were like, oh my God, let's create a video and just kind of like do fish out of water and make something up. I regret saying that because I don't want anyone to ever have doubt, like, oh my God, did Jeffree fake, you know, X, Y, and Z? And it's like, you all know my relationship was very real. And I think I acted out because I am kind of going through it. There's a lot of stuff, really dark, ugly stuff happening behind the scenes since the breakup, and I've been devastated, honestly. Like, and I don't want to say that because I'm afraid of being degraded online. I'm afraid of people misconstruing what I'm saying and going with it somewhere else. So I've been going through it, I really have, and I haven't told anyone that, I haven't vented or said a word, but it's been rough. So right now I don't want to talk about anything else. I hope you guys can respect that. Even like for legally, for my protection, I don't really want to say anything. So I've been kind of depressed, going through a lot of emotional roller coaster stuff on top of the business being closed right now and just everything. It's been really overwhelming. So I can't believe I'm dealing with stuff like this. But I don't know, you guys, I'm not trying to get emotional, but
it's sad what you do for people and what they do in return.
It's truly scary sometimes.
Could there be legal issues? There could be. And I think we'd all be just a little bit crazy to sit here and think that after being with someone for so long and Jeffree awarding Nate a lifestyle, and I'm gonna say that because Nate would not have been on that level or had that status or had all those nice things if it was not for Jeffree. At least he would not have had it for this time of his life. Now in the future, could he become a multimillionaire? I don't know. Then maybe he can get his own things. I'm not sure. But there could be a good chance that Nate is trying to, you know, do something behind the scenes that could be hurting Jeffree, and it could involve lawyers. I don't know. That is all I'm gonna say on that because we don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and speculate. Like, I think they're in the courtroom right now. No, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Has Jeffree been petty on social media with the car? Yes. I remember when Jeffree did his little Snapchat story and he was like revoking the BMW, like the i8 from Michigan. And he was like, it's here. I got it back. And he's like, you know, girl, we all know he's being petty. But that's all I really have to say about that because someone's relationship, dude. I don't know. I wish them both well. I wish them both nothing but success. And that's that. What else is there to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. I'm bored here in isolation. Has anybody else been really bored this isolation. But what I will say about it is I have been starting healthier practices. I have been working out every day. I know. You guys are like, look at those guns. That's right. I can't even stand it myself. But I've been eating healthier. I've been working out. I need to get on a good sleep schedule though, because girl, this going to bed real late, getting up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it is going to be the demise of me because I wake up and then I just feel like I feel like I'm not motivated to do anything, and that needs to change. But I do want to say thank you to everyone that has supported me over on OnlyFans. Of course, it is 18 plus. And I am now in the top 5% of creators, I think is what it is. And girl, she's been uploading literally on the daily. I mean, this is just, people are probably sick and tired of what I've been putting over there. But that is it for this video, everyone. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please follow all my social media that is linked down below. And with that said, love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.